Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau. Taking a live look outside in South Fargo, we see a beautiful sunrise as we start off our day. It's going to be a warm one, not as humid. Should be kind of a quiet day, a nice summer day. We'll check in with meteorologist Lisa Green with weather on the ones. People who've lost loved ones to addiction say the Fargo-Moorhead community shouldn't be afraid to admit there's a problem in the Valley. Local and state officials gathered at Fargo City Hall last night in an ongoing effort to work on solutions to the opioid crisis. U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp says the Comprehensive Addiction and Recovery Act passed last month will help. One parent who has lost children to the epidemic wants others to learn from her experience.
I am charged by my children and the parents and the community of those that are addicted to go forward and help.
FargoCast Public Health has hired a new substance abuse prevention coordinator who will be in charge of bringing different groups together to address the crisis. A truck driver is charged in a multi-vehicle crash in Nebraska that killed 5 family members from Minnesota and left several others hurt. Police say 53-year-old Tony Weekly's semi rear-ended a minivan, which started a chain reaction crash involving 3 other vehicles. The Minneapolis family of Jameson and Catherine Pals, plus their 3 children, were killed. The family was heading to Colorado to train for missionary work. Police have identified a teenager who died after rolling his pickup into a water-filled ditch near Fargo's Hector International Airport. They say 18-year-old Damber Chawan of Grand Forks was found Sunday night in his upside-down pickup in that water-filled ditch. He had to be cut out of the vehicle. Another Grand Forks man, Kunal Tamang, is hospitalized in Fargo. Police also say a third man involved in the crash, who they were looking for, contacted police yesterday morning. It's 6:51. Time for weather and traffic on the ones. And we start with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. It has been a great start to our day. Lots of sunshine out there. Temperatures in the 60s, 66 degrees in Fargo. Wind out of the northwest at 7 miles per hour. There are some places, though, where we do have some fog that's developed after the rain last night. The clear skies and light wind that's allowed that moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere to condense into some fog. We're looking at visibility at a half mile in Roseau and Badette. We're at a quarter of a mile in Thief River Falls, 1 in Hallock, and then over toward Valley City, a quarter of a mile there as well. So visibility down in some spots. So be careful this morning. That should be lifting through the morning hours, especially as that sun's angle gets a little bit higher up here. That should help disperse that fog. Now, looking at our radar and satellite picture, we have had some rain showers working their way through the valley. Things are quieting down. Some storms finally pushing out of our viewing area, still impacting north central Minnesota. But Lakes Country looks a lot quieter. Wadena, you saw those showers move through. We may still be seeing a couple in southern Wadena County, a couple of areas of light rain, but things are quieting down for you as well, and we should be gradually clearing out through the morning hours. Temperatures ranging from the very warm 70-degree number that you see in Wadena and in Detroit Lakes and Fergus Falls, up into the 50s in northeastern parts of North Dakota, 58 in Grand Forks, and it's 54 in Langdon. So our hourly planner today for Fargo, lots of sunshine on the way. We're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, light wind out of the northwest, and that different direction bringing in a little drier air. That means less humidity for us today. It won't feel as oppressive as we felt yesterday. So that's also a positive note for us today. So again, some 80s on the way. Some of us that get that sunshine lasting the longest may end up in the upper 80s. And for Wednesday, more sunshine, more heat though, and the humidity comes back. We'll have a chance for some storms late Wednesday into the evening hours and overnight hours. This rest of this week, we'll see temperatures dropping back into the 80s after that system moves through. Let's check in with Al.
Police, we're back out here in Moorhead on the I-94 work zone, where it looks like crews are getting ready to open the ramp onto 8th Street off westbound Interstate 94. That's certainly good news, going to make access to the downtown area, Moorhead State, Concordia, and so on a heck of a lot easier coming from the east. The bad news is that's going to mean that you're going to have to use 20th Street if you want to go west on Interstate 94, because they're going to be shutting down the ramp off 8th Street onto westbound Interstate 94. Again, it hasn't happened yet, but it's going to be happening today, according to what we're hearing from the Minnesota DOT and our friend over there, Jeremiah Morkey. One other thing you need to know about, another kind of a big deal, this is on South University Drive, starting at 9 o'clock this morning. As Lisa Badeau told you a little bit earlier today, the Kinsler House, the historic Kinsler House, is going to be moved to its new location starting at 9 o'clock. That stretch from University Drive from 42nd to 70th Avenue. It's going to take about an hour to get through there. That's going to be closed. So plan for that. Also going to be closures on 70th, 25th, and 64th throughout the 2.5, 3, 4 hours, however long it takes to get that huge house back to its new location. So lots going on in the metro area. Drive carefully today. As always, Willamette Valley Today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. A 12-year-old boy is recovering this morning after being hit by a car on Highway 10 in Moorhead. The crash happened just before 5 last night near the intersection at 21st Street South. The Minnesota State Patrol says the driver, a 55-year-old woman from Barnesville, was headed west on Highway 10 through a green light. The boy was on his bike heading north on 21st Street when he was hit in the intersection. He was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. So far, no charges have been filed. A 22-year-old Park Rapids, Minnesota man is being charged with a crash that left another man dead. Dakota Walsh is accused of felony criminal vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of an accident. 19-year-old Avery Michael, also from Park Rapids, died in the crash. Walsh told police the two were racing outside of Park Rapids when Michael lost control of his car, rolled, and was pinned underneath. Walsh says he was freaked out about the crash and left the scene without calling police. Michael's body was found hours later. We're expecting to hear more today about what caused the death of a Canadian man whose body was found near the Flying J Truck Plaza in Grand Forks. He's identified as 44-year-old Shane Freed of New Dundee, Ontario. His body was found Sunday morning near the Flying J parking lot. Police say Freed's body showed significant signs of trauma, but foul play is not suspected. In a developing story out of Florida this morning, the CDC is dispatching an emergency response team to a South Florida neighborhood at the center of a Zika outbreak. Yesterday, federal health officials issued a travel advisory for pregnant women to stay away from the Wynwood and Edgewater communities, which are north of Miami, after more cases of the virus were discovered there. The state's governor says there are now 14 cases of locally transmitted Zika in the state, affecting 12 men and 2 women. The beginning of August means big changes for businesses in Minnesota. It marks the final annual minimum wage raise in Minnesota, requiring large companies to pay their workers at least $9.50 an hour and small ones to start out paying $7.75. Employers big and small throughout the state have been preparing for this since Minnesota Governor Dayton signed the bill into law in April of 2014. That preparation means more people working are already making the new minimum or higher. In January 2018, minimum wage in Minnesota will be increased based on inflation. It's something lawmakers say will continue to help Minnesota families. The pads aren't on just yet, but that doesn't mean hard work isn't happening on the NDSU football field. The Valley Today's Christy Larson joins us live from North Fargo with more on fall camp and the season ahead. Bison fans are so excited for this, Christy. What can you tell us about what's going on up there?
Yeah. Well, I know that we're not the only ones who have a countdown clock in our studio. A lot of people do have those countdown clocks, 25 days until that very first kickoff game on Saturday, the 27th. But I'm here with Brian Gordon. We've been talking a little bit about fall camp. So just remind us again, how many guys are out here practicing on the field, sitting in those meetings and learning the plays?
Well, in fall camp, the NSA rule is 95 guys. When school starts, then we expand our roster to a little over 100.
And I talked with some of the coaches yesterday, and Tim Polasek was talking about his team and how they really want to build that depth, and that's something that they've all been focused on this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, Coach Polasek had a great quote yesterday. You don't need a hoodie or a backpack. You just need a pen and a willingness to learn.
And I think he also told me, too, you got to seize those opportunities that you get because there's going to be a lot of players who are looking to be that number one starting position. They want them to fight for that spot. And, again, if people are looking for some of that game information, they can go online. We have the sports coverage as well. And you're looking pretty dapper in your hat there, Brian.
Appreciate that. You and Lisa were talking earlier about getting some new apparel. Shields has a great new line of Nike apparel coming out this fall.
I'm thinking I'm going to like some of that apparel. Lisa and I think we have a little bit of a shopping day ahead of us, but we do, as I said, have 25 days before that FCS kickoff game on ESPN. That's going to be at 6:30. And Lisa, just in case you didn't know, they are the only FCS team in their league that has all of their games on TV. So I know some of that's thanks to ESPN, some of it thanks to us as well. So I'm glad that we can watch them no matter where they go.
It's going to be a great season. I can feel it. Christy Larson. We'll talk about that shopping trip when you get back. Thank you, Christy. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, a new survey says these are the germiest things in a restaurant. Okay, this is maybe not surprising. The ketchup bottles, because everyone likes ketchup.
It's true.
On their burger and french fries. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page.
Well, today will be a nice sunny day. We've got some really good conditions coming up. It's going to be warm, still hot, but the mugginess will be less, and our storm chance is winding down. So enjoy today. Tomorrow the heat's back in the low 90s.
Ooh. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. We'll have more local news and weather for you right here in just 25 minutes. Have a great day, everyone.